It's your boy Reece, and I'm on Unscripted by Jazz.
Oh,
Long overdue.
I got Reece now. Yeah, bro, this is long overdue. You were the first person that got me into content.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for you,
Don't do that.
I know I said that's on Larry's podcast last week, but you were the one that introduced me to the whole squad. So
Yeah.
as much as me and you have our TikTok beef, I have to give you credit where credit's due. And you're one of my best friends in life. You're going to be in my wedding. So
Hey, when is that going to be?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Hey, don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Yeah, bro. Let's just get straight into it.
Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah. So first of all, before I glaze you,
Whoa.
me and you have a real TikTok beef, right? The Jazz Baddies, we are the best team on the app, but you swear up and down that the Reese's, they're called the Reese's Pieces, but I'm calling them the Reese's Feces because that's what they are. They're just a bunch of Reese's Feces to me.
Okay.
What makes you think that you have the best team on the app? Because I feel like I have the best team.
I mean, we both have our differences, bro, but I will say, like, it gets to a point where, like, yeah, you beat me twice in our IRL battles, but other than that, I think I hold the record for, like, I got more wins overall. We know that. So I feel like it just gets to a point where you got to come down to numbers. Just like, you know what I'm saying? The other GOATs. You got to come down to numbers. And then once people, they say, yeah, he might talk to his team better. He might hang out with his team better. When it comes down to numbers, come on, bro.
No, you know, I'd like to consider my team, we're like the Kobe's.
Here we go.
You know, we just have that
mentality.
You know, we may not have the best years. You know, there might be some years where it wasn't, you know, the best. But we clutch up in the clutch moments. That, you know, and you guys are kind of, you know, like Braun. I'll give you that. You guys are like Braun. You guys have big years.
Braun is a lot of people's GOATs.
Yeah, but you've lost a lot as well, you know, and that's the difference.
Okay.
You know?
Well, long story short, TikTok. Hey, I will say, look, TikTok, y'all need to hit us up, bro, because our beef is like, I think we have one of the best beefs on the app, like legit. So. But you know, I will only say this one time and one time only. Shout out to the Jazz Baddies because they're always down to battle, never duck and smoke even when they're losing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've actually known you, bro, since middle school. We went to the same middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're allowed to say what. Oh, it doesn't matter. We went to Wigwam Middle School.
Yeah, Wigwam Creek.
You were 1 year older than me, Unc.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest. Since we're being honest on this podcast, we're not holding nothing back.
Okay.
I didn't really know you. I just heard of you.
I think a lot of people in school just heard of me. They never really got to know me.
Yeah, so I'm not going to lie. I fed into it, and I was like, okay, this guy, he's kind of corny. He does the post with his brother, because I knew Justice as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, who's this? And you were a little bit smaller, you know, and I was an athlete, and, you know, we're middle school kids. I'm like, who's this dude? He thinks he's all that, and a little bit of jealousy, too. You know, all the middle school girls loved you, and I was like, how come I don't get no love?
No, I think it was like, and what's so crazy is like for people to think like I felt like I was all this and that. I felt like I needed to portray like a big bad, like, I don't know, persona. Because when I was like actually super insecure about my size. Like I was like in 8th grade, like 4'7", like, bro, I was tiny in 8th grade. And then even like going into high school, like I was always just his little brother. So I was like that little brother. And then I was like always so worried about like, damn, that person's taller than me. And yeah, like, I mean, when you're in middle school and high school, like you go in and you're thinking about girls and you have crushes and stuff like that. But I don't know, like when people got to actually know me, I wasn't even like really,
Yeah.
bro, I'm like how I am now. Like I'm not, and even now, like some people might think of me like on even like YouTube or just socials in general that I'm some like dickhead, and I really am not. Like, I don't know. I mean, call me out if I am,
No.
but
Yeah. No, so that was just my perception of you. And then obviously around the time we were in high school, that was when you and your brother really started popping off. You know, Justice kind of went more towards the social media route, and then you kind of went more towards the artist route. And you crushed it, bro. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but you were signed to French Montana, his label. And yeah, so like everybody knew you're like a Arizona like legend, when it comes to like
let's not say legend.
the influencer world, because everybody knows who you guys are in Arizona. Like it's like, oh, do you know the Cooks, And so kind of just fast forward. We'll get into the high school stuff later on, but just kind of fast forwarding how I met you. I was full time into videography, and you reached out to me to start this YouTube channel with you called ITB, because you're huge into soccer. And at that time, I think I started filming for the Suns a bit through like a news agency, and I think that was kind of what got me on your map. And then, I've never asked you that. Why'd you hit me up versus like a bunch of random people?
Bro, I honestly, like, I will say, like, I really didn't even see the Sun shit. I hit you up because I needed a videographer the next day. It was the next day, huh?
Yeah, it was next day.
So I needed a videographer the next day. All of my like cameramen that I worked with, like, they were all busy at the time. And so I was like, okay, let me search up on Instagram, Arizona videographer.
Yeah.
And I went through a bunch of different pages, and I'm like, bro, nobody has the look that I want.
Yeah.
And then I found your page, and I was like, this dude looks dope. Like, he seems like aesthetically like pleasing to my eye, and that's like what I was looking for the channel. And you know me, like, I'm very big on like quality. Like, I want quality to be top tier. I want to always beat somebody in quality. And so I hit him up, and he got back to me and said he's down to do it. And I think you did it for free.
Yeah.
And
I've done most of my, in the beginning I did mostly everything for free because I was a big opportunist. And I think a lot of, I don't want to get too much into the videography world, but a lot of new videographers who are trying to break into the space, they don't understand that like sometimes you have to take free
sometimes opportunity is way bigger than the bag,
And I think I'm literally a living testament of what it is. Like, I just knew your name and your reputation, and I'm like, this could be really big for me. And like, I don't think I even asked you like, hey, like, what's your budget or something like that. Like, I just was like, I'm down to do this. This is a great opportunity. I remember I had to like move some projects aside just to do it. Yeah. I don't think I ever told you that. And
I appreciate you, bro.
But I just knew like the opportunity, and honestly, a little bit of it was just curiosity because I was like, I've always heard of this guy.
I want to see what he's really like.
Yeah, I want to know who young Reece, because I know you as young Reece, and you're still young Reece in my contacts.
Yeah.
But I was like, who's this Reece guy? And I think after that first day of filming, we did like a soccer session, and I was like, this dude's actually hella chill. And I was with Emily at the time, and I came back home, and I'm like, yeah, I just filmed with Reece because she actually went to high school with you, so she kind of knew of you as well. And I was like, yeah, I filmed with Reece, and he's actually really cool. Like, he's actually hella chill. He's very much like me. And yeah, ever since then, whenever you hit me up, I was just ready to film whatever.
I think that's also what made it so big in like where you are now, because you did take opportunity over money. And I'm not the influencer that's like, like I value everybody's work too. And like, if you would have told me like, yo, it's going to be this amount, like, of course, like, I'm going to think about it, and I'm not going to just ask you for free work regardless. But I think like, I also know my value, and I know like how strong my fan base is. And, a lot of people that I work with, I bring them a lot of clientele because of, it's not just like, I don't just like hang out with somebody one time after they work. Like, if I actually vibe with you, like you've seen it. Like, bro, we became close in a span of like 3 months, bro. Like crazy, because we were together 24/7. You were helping film for me for ITB, and you believed in the project too. And like seeing people that believe in the project, even like Cash, like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Seeing people that believe in the project, like I like to keep around, especially if I fuck with you on a personality level too, because it's like, bro, we can both grow together. And when I met you, you had like less than like 3,000 followers. Like, bro, you were like, and now you're like Jazz. Now you're Jazz.
I know, it's weird. It's so weird. And I told you this at your wedding when we were doing the speeches. I was like, I'm forever grateful to you because you're the one who kind of put me on. Like, if it wasn't for you, I don't know how long it would have took me to get here if I ever got here, you know. But it's like you said, I just saw the opportunity and I just went for it. But you just kind of talked about a project. You know, it's kind of sad to see our baby ITB. It's kind of coming down to an end. But I think it was natural, and I think we both got busy in our own things. And but what's your new project?
I think the name ITB is definitely like it's going.
Yeah.
But so I've been obviously calling you, and whenever it comes down to like video, photo, any type of content, me and Joel talk to each other all the time about like his ideas, my ideas. I'm always trying to do something better. And so right now I'm working on my own solo YouTube channel. I've never had a solo YouTube channel before other than ITB. And that's like, that put me in a box. It was just, you know, ITB, everybody knew it was in the box. It's soccer. It's, you know, and that it is hard because with that, it's like you can only shoot solo so long in soccer. And then they're like, okay, I want to see. And I did it big, like the very first time. Like I went to I shot a D1 soccer player and that did really good. I shot a pro soccer player that did really good. And it's like, okay, when are you going to enter Miami? When are you going to shoot Messi? Like, and so right now we're changing the name from ITB. We're still using the same channel. We're changing the name from ITB to just Reece. And it's really just going to be like what I do. Like, this is behind the scenes of what we're like. This is going to go in my vlog of behind the scenes of what they don't see on other channels. Like for Reece and Ray, the uncut versions of right. stuff, or like bloopers of that didn't make it into that channel will go on to Reece. And then even with STG, nobody films outside of STG. Like nobody vlogs what we do before or after our videos, or if we just go and hang out and we don't film, like nobody films that stuff. So I'm like, well, I'll take advantage of it and get some content out of it. And I feel like it could grow as like a dope channel, like a David Dobrik, you know, a Nelk Boys style, like, and even I can still do soccer on it. It's just going to be named under my name.
Yeah.
So it doesn't put me in a box, but that's the next plan.
So, and I love that. I'm a huge fan of that. When you first came up to me and presented that idea, I was like, dude, that's like genius, because you're right. Nobody films those in-between moments, you know? And I think people want to see that. They want to see that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of perfect transition. And a quick side note, I got flamed in the comments for saying yeah after everything my guest says. So if you see me like trying to hold back saying yeah, because I'm the type of person to go, yeah. It's because I'm subconsciously remembering all those comments that were saying,
they're gonna count them
yeah
now.
too much. So, yeah. But anyways, my transition, you've been doing content, I mean, like I said, since like middle school, really. Like as far as being in a public eye. How have you maintained staying relevant for so long? Because I think it's kind of leading into you always knowing how to, how do I say this? Transition yourself and kind of just always evolve yourself in your content. But where did you learn that? And yeah, how have you stayed relevant for so long?
I think a lot of it is studying also. Like when you fall, like if I naturally fall in love with a creator where I'm like, and I'm not saying like fall in love, like, oh my gosh, I want to be like them. Like, but like if I see a guy and I'm like, dude, I like his content, his quality is dope. Like it caught my eye. I want to do something like that. And so what I would do is I just recreate it like in my own way. And, you know, staying relevant, it's like I feel like I stayed relevant by not focusing on staying relevant. Because when you're so stern on like, I want everything to be perfect. I want everything to like, there's hardly any TikToks where like, if you see me film a TikTok, you won't see me film that clip again. There's people that will film, if they film a vlog and they turn the camera and they're like, they watch the clip and they're like, no, I don't like that. I got to redo it. It's going to start losing its, originality. And I feel like that's what people lack nowadays is like, you got to know that like people want to hear you saying like, people want to hear you saying, or like,
Yeah.
like, bro, it grows your personality and it makes people like you for you. Because when you get to the point where like everything is like exactly pinpoint to perfection on your content, when you see people in person, they're gonna be like, who is this person, bro?
That's not you.
I don't like this person. And so, and I'm me. Like I'm 1,000% me, unapologetically me. Like if you don't like me, fuck off. I don't care. I am in love with myself. I don't have anything to prove to anybody. And I can strongly say that I'm the same person on camera that I am off. And
Yeah.
I get cooked in the comments sometimes, especially our SCG channel. Like a lot of people don't like me, but that's my personality, bro. That
Yeah.
you like me for who I am, or you can skedaddle.
Yeah. So kind of like, seems like we're kind of pulling back the clock or pulling back time. You started making content. Did you start making content first, or did you go straight into music? Because obviously you have an older brother.
Okay, so I tried YouTube, one video.
That was the first thing you tried?
I tried YouTube. And I'm like, I don't like it. Like at the time, and this is like 2018. I'm like, I don't like it. I can't do it. I feel like I need to sing. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start singing and I'm gonna try and book like a studio session and see how it goes. And so what's crazy, what really got me into into music was this girl had reached out. Her name's Laze. And she's a writer, like she does music, and she saw my content. Or what's crazy is she saw content and she reached out to me. At the time, my Instagram was Cook Jordan. My brother's Instagram was Cook Justice.
Oh, okay.
So originally, she thought she reached out to Justice. She thought she reached out to Justice wanting to write a song for him. So when I reached back out to her, like, yo, let's do it, she realized that my name wasn't Cook Justice. And so what's crazy is I didn't hear this until like a year after we were working together. And she was like, you reached back out to me and you were so genuine and were so excited that I didn't want to be like, oh, I meant to send that to your brother. And so I just went with it, and she was like, it just meshed because I naturally can sing. My brother can't. So like my brother would have made the song just to make the song for fun.
Yeah.
But like, we started making music but yeah, it started with YouTube, and then it grew to music, and that's where I got to. At the time, my brother was obviously doing YouTube, and he was party promoting at the same time. So him and this dude out here named Class P. Class P he's still, hosting clubs and stuff, but they were throwing like, I'm talking like, you can even ask Class P, like, bro, no party was like the parties 2019 to like 2020, in between that era of that year, bro, they had this pool party that they would throw every summer, and it was like, I'm talking 4,000 people.
Damn.
Packed around a pool, like music. But my brother would let me sneak on stage and like perform for free. Him and Class P would just let me. They would be like, we'll give you a slot real quick. You get a 5-minute slot, go perform your 2 songs. And I would like, bro, I'd wake up, I'd have my fucking outfit damn near laid out on the floor, like excited, ready. And once I hit the stage for the first time, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
And you actually became pretty successful with it. Like, what would you say the height of your career is in terms of being an artist? Because obviously I knew you were signed. Did it get any higher than that? Like
the climax before it dropped. I feel like, yeah, like I feel like the climax was obviously when you talk to artists, like they want to get that cosign from like a major, damn near A-list celebrity artist. And, you know, everybody, when you ask someone if they know French Montana, like,
they know.
you know French Montana, whether he has a hit single today or you still bump his music from, 10, 11 years ago, like he's still a successful artist. And, I feel like that was my climax, was when I signed to him. And I just feel like and it's no bad blow with French. I just feel like he's still pushing his own self as an artist. And it's kind of hard being signed to somebody that is still worried about themselves. And I'm saying that like, say you signed to Kanye. Kanye isn't really like, he's not still trying to push out, hella music and trying to be like relevant in the music world. He has his own stuff. So like, he could probably make you a successful artist. And so I feel like we just grew our separate ways and just, but that was, I feel like the climax was getting my cosign from a celebrity artist. And I don't know, it kind of was like a motivation again, but I don't know, you grow apart from things.
Yeah. And then when did you start? Because obviously you were an artist. And then at some point in your career, you went back to YouTube and I guess TikTok and Instagram. When did that happen? Or when did you realize, okay, maybe the artist route isn't what I want to do. Maybe I want to start making content.
So I was still signed with French. Like I was doing YouTube before I was signed with French. Like me and Raylene started our YouTube channel in 2020 in November of 2020. I remember it because we shot our Q&A in my old like penthouse, and I remember that day like it's like the back of my hand. And we were doing YouTube, and obviously like it's tough, trying to do YouTube to where your face is on the internet so much, rather than like, if you saw Drake like posting daily vlogs or like, you're not going to feel that exclusivity no more.
Yeah.
The reason why Drake is huge is because you don't know what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? If he was posting daily vlogs and you know his night routine, you're like, he's doing this right now. He's not really that important no more. Everybody gets to see his face when they want. And so that was like kind of the argument, like, damn, it's kind of fucking up my artist look, because not because I'm, in a YouTube channel with my family. Like I don't give a fuck about anybody seeing my family. Like I love that shit. But it was like people had access to know what I was doing and felt like, I'm not as important as an artist anymore, and felt like when they feel like you're putting so much energy into one thing and you're not so focused on music anymore, it's like they're not really going to stream your stuff, whether you make good music or not. And so that was a struggle, like trying to pick, because obviously YouTube was the thing that was making the money, what was paying the bills.
Yeah.
Music pays shit. And so like I'm making like pennies compared to what I was making on YouTube. And so I just naturally, went towards the YouTube side and just drifted away. It wasn't like, it was tough though. And I still want to make music. Like I still am in the studio because I genuinely enjoy making music, but it's just, like I said, you get to a point where you got to realize what's paying the bills.
Yeah.
And
you had to pay a good amount of bills. You became basically a father overnight. So, right around the time you started doing content, you got with Raylene. Raylene will have her own episode.
Yep.
We just locked that in. But yeah, you became a father. So what was it like pretty much becoming a father of two overnight?
damn.
Because honestly, I will say, like, I will give you the utmost, like, I commend you on that, because I don't think a lot of people can take on the role of becoming a stepdad, let alone two.
Yeah.
You know, so especially at a young age, I don't know how old you were at the time, but
20.
20. Yeah, I don't know if
Just turned 20.
I don't know if I was mature enough to handle it. You know.
I think so. I think like I got into content and the social world so fast. Like I was in the club at 16. I was, so I had all my fun between 16 and 20. Like, and it was, I've always like been socially aware. I've always like, I'm a perfectionist. And so when I want to do things, I want to do them right. And when me and Raylene, I've known Raylene since we were in high school because she knew, like, she would hang out with, like, my brother's friends and, like, they had mutual friends. And, it's funny because she had, like, a like for it, to be honest, in, like, 2015.
Like for to be honest.
On Instagram or Twitter, one of the two. And I liked it because I'm like, bro, this girl is cute. I want to know what the fuck she's talking about.
Yeah.
And she was taken at the time. So I'm like, why is she doing like for it, to be honest? Like if she's taken, like, and so I'm like, all right, I want to stir the pot a little bit. So whatever, I like it. And she just messaged me and was like, to be honest, you're a good dancer. Because at the time, I'm in like dance class doing like dance recitals and shit in high school and stuff. So, and I really wasn't a good dancer. And that goes to like insecurities also. Like, bro, I was tiny. Like, I'm talking like I was probably shorter than Raylene at that time. Like, I'm just his little brother. Like, I'm a freshman. I'm like not even 5 foot yet. With a big ass. They called me Choco Flan in high school because I had like it looked like the Choco Flan dessert.
Yeah.
My hair. But fast forward to 2020 or like, yeah, beginning of 2020, I DM'd Raylene in like March. St. Patrick's Day. Legit DM'd her on I DM'd her the day after St. Patrick's Day because St. Patrick's Day, she was brunching. She was at brunch over in Old Town on one of my friends' story. Her name's McKenna on one of her Snapchat stories. And I'm like, she was twerking in the front seat. I'm like, yo, who's that? And McKenna, she responded and she was like, it's Raylene. And I was like, oh shit, Raylene Vega. So then found her Instagram, followed her, did the whole shit. I DM'd her. What's crazy, when you DM a girl, you're like, she gonna respond tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she responded in like, bro, I'm not even exaggerating this, like 10 seconds, bro.
We go have to ask Raylene to fact check that.
Oh,
one.
you can ask her to fact, bro. I promise. I wish I can, bro. We have so much. We've been together for so long, so like I would have to scroll for days. We've tried it before, but we'd be scrolling.
Yeah.
And so when she DM'd me back, we talked for a little bit, and like I scared her away a couple times because I'm a FaceTime dude. Like I'm trying to FaceTime. I'm not a texter. Like I don't like to text. Like, when I don't text you when I need something, I call.
FaceTime, yeah.
And so I would FaceTime her. She'd pick up sometimes. She wouldn't pick up sometimes because, she had other things that she was doing, being a parent and, she was single. So, and then when obviously like I DM'd her knowing she had 2 kids. Like I'm not gonna waste her time. And when I DM'd her, was I thinking like, oh, we're gonna be married, we're gonna get together? No, it was like, I think she's cute, she's single, like we're gonna have some fun, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I actually like got to know her, like we started texting, getting to know her story and stuff. I'm like, yo, like I'm low-key falling for this girl, and I haven't even met her yet, like.
Yeah.
And I've never had a girlfriend, so it was like, and my mom always said, and I always was just like, you're bullshitting, da-da-da. She was like, when Jordan falls, he's gonna fall. Like, when he falls in love, like, it's not gonna be no like, whatever, they're gonna break up in 2 months. It's gonna be like, I never saw myself like getting with a girl and staying with her. Because like, obviously, like, nobody's innocent. Like, I've had my, like, to where like, I feel like I'm getting close with a girl, and then like I just lose interest like real quick. And like with Raylene, like bro, it was never that. It was like, bro, like all I could think about is this what she's doing. I wake up and I'm like looking, did she text me good morning? I go to sleep and I'm like, did she respond to my good night text?
Yeah.
Sometimes she didn't, but and then we hung out. The first time we hung out, I went to her hair appointment, fell asleep on a bench like that, bro. 8-hour hair appointment. I'm talking, and what's crazy is like, I think that she thought I was capping. Like I was like, my car's in Cali. We came down because of COVID. My car was in the garage in Cali, like where we lived. And she was like, "What kind of car you got?" I was like, "I got a Mercedes C-Class." And I thought I think she thought I was capping because like I didn't have my car for so long. Like who comes to Arizona during COVID too? We were out here for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Who comes to Arizona and doesn't have their car? And so I finally got my car down here, but she picked me up on the way to her hair appointment. Like, and we got like Starbucks. I'm over here like trying to pay. Like, bro, I got like, I told you music pays shit. I got like $60 in my account. Oof. You spending $25 on Starbucks. I'm like, fuck.
That hurts.
And then that day, I was like, "Are you hungry? I'll order us some food." And she was like, "You could just take my car, go get us something." And I was like, "Nigga, she trusts me like that?" We just met for the first time in person.
Yeah.
And fast forward to meeting the girls, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it was, and it sounds like, I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. Like, I don't want it to sound like I'm some crazy ass person, but like, I felt like I somehow like connected with the girls, like right as I met them. And I'm a baby whisperer. Like whenever, like kids love me. Like I'm always around kids and I'm always like, I can always hang out and vibe with kids. But like with them, it was like, I felt like I could see like me in their life already. And when I had that feeling, that's when it was like, I don't know. I can't like, I was like, no matter what, I would call Raylene when she's trying to cut things off of me. Like I called her like crying a couple of times. Like, you don't understand like what I'm trying to tell you. I'm serious. Like, and she's over here trying to like, she's so scared of getting with a guy because she doesn't want to get hurt because she has kids already. I'm trying to tell her like, you don't understand. I'm in this shit. Like, what you can break it off if you want to, but I'm telling you, whatever you're feeling right now, it's not how I'm thinking. Like I'm not on no fuck dude shit. Like I'm
locked in.
I'm locked in.
Yeah. That's beautiful, bro.
Sorry, I talked for like 10 minutes straight.
No, this is about you. This ain't about me. I think that's beautiful. You mentioned a lot of things. One thing that you did mention in all that was your mom. And I know that you have a very, very strong feeling towards family. I think you are one of the most caring people I know in that way. Like, if it's in your power, you'll make something happen. Mm-hmm. Whether it's obviously first your family, but secondly, you've brought in so many people that they feel like family to you. And you've done so much and gone out of your way for them. I kind of wanted to ask something. And obviously, you don't have to answer this if you don't feel comfortable. But I remember you. A lot of people knew you out here as Jay Cook's little brother.
Yeah.
Did it ever make you feel like some type of way? Like, did it ever bother you? And or did you kind of just keep going along? And when did you finally feel like you kind of broke from that? Or do you still feel like people still view you that way?
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, there's still like people still know me as like Jay Cook's little brother, and some people think I'm Jay Cook's older brother because I got 3 kids, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody knows, like, and Justice is the wild one. He's the wild. Him and Jersey are the wild one. I'm the one with kind of like, I'm the strict one, and so, I naturally am like the more mature sibling out of the three. But I feel like when I buckled down and locked in on my socials a year and a half ago and like really started growing my pages and really started, I feel like that's when I branched off into like Reece.
Yeah.
And not as like, oh, that's Cook's brother, or some people don't even know we're related. And like, obviously we don't do a lot of content anymore together because he obviously lives across the country. But it never really like, it never really bothered me like once I got older, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my relationship with my brother. It's not on no like, oh, that's Lil Bro. You know, like we fuck around here and there, but yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. You guys are kind of like, you know how there's like Disney actors and like when they grow up, like they have this like cult following around them, and like they were just kids at the time. And then now that they're an adult, everything is under the microscope. I feel like you guys kind of have gotten a little bit of that. Not to the same exact extent as like a Disney actor. I think they're on a whole different level. But you guys have been doing social media since you guys were kids.
Yeah.
And it's so, I find it a little weird that like a lot of these people have so much to say about you and your family and your extended family and all these like different things, like especially with like, you know, I don't want to get into a specific situation, but does it ever bother you that like you see all these accounts or things like that just picking every single family decision as if it matters? Because at the end of the day, that's your family.
Yeah.
You know, does it ever bother you?
I mean, I've never been the type to like let comments get to me. Obviously, like when people feel like and to a certain extent, like it's our fault also, because when you do content, you're making people feel like that's everything that happened. You know, like if you do a daily vlog, people think that's all you did that day. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what leads up to it. And it goes to like even the girl's biological father. Like people don't understand. People that have been in our situation, they know. Like they're probably not the people that are commenting, but people that don't or haven't been in our situation, like they got to understand that like it's a sensitive topic for anybody. Like whenever you bring up the stepdad role, like it's a sensitive topic for anybody. And so like obviously when we want to speak on it, we're going to speak on it. It's not like it's going to be under the rug forever, but it doesn't need to be spoken on right now. And so that's what I can clear up for, like, you know, on my kids' end. Now with like stuff that has happened between, you know, our family and the siblings and stuff like that, people don't understand what goes on behind closed doors, and they judge off of honestly what they only see. And so that's why I don't really let it bother me as much, because they don't, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, like you can like me for who I am. And if you don't like the way I did something, then you can go. Like it's not like you're not tied into anything by following me. You're not under contract or anything like that. Obviously I appreciate everybody that supports me. And you know, and that's what goes back to like TikTok Live. Like that's why I honestly love that shit so much, is because I feel like I got like a family on the internet that has my back. And
they ride.
Bro, and like even in my Discord, like bro, my mods are getting messages, and I'll show you something after this. But like one of my mods got a message from somebody saying some crazy stuff about me and like calling her out, and like it just, when people go that far, it's like, bro, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is, you know, probably some little ass kids that just want to make their night or whatever. But so I don't really pay too much mind to it.
I will say, when I first met you, a lot of the comments, a lot of people would drag you for the littlest things, and I would be so confused because at this point I was already your friend. So once you become my friend, I like try to defend you as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would just read your comments, and I'm like, why do they care about that? Like, that's such a little thing. But fast forward to now, I think because of like TikTok Live, and I don't know what you did transitioning your style of content, now I feel like a lot of your supporters are so supportive now. It's very rare do I see a negative comment now, like to the extent that I saw it. Because in the beginning there was a lot, but now it's like I had to really search for a negative content.
Yeah.
How much of that do you attribute to the people you're around, or how much of that do you attribute to just you personally working at it? Or was it just like, did it just kind of naturally progress over time?
I think it just progressed. Like, I didn't really do anything specific. I think as I'm like growing and getting older, like my content is starting to get a little bit more calm and a lot more like family oriented, like, you know, taking my kids to or doing a morning routine with my kids. And it's more of like a lot of dad content that I'm posting now. And I feel like that's what people love to see. And especially because obviously in quotations, I'm the girl's stepfather, you know? So a lot of people look at it like, oh, this dude isn't even the girl's blood and he's doing this for them. But like, I don't, bro, I love those girls like they're my blood.
Yeah.
And I'll do anything for them like they're my blood, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, I think it's just, I love the dad content. I love, you know, showing, and it's not like showing what I do for my kids for content, but I like showing what we like.
It feels good.
Yeah, this is what we do. Like this isn't just for like content. Like I would do this shit if a camera wasn't in my face. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to post sometimes. Like, you know how many times I've done the girl's hair and I didn't film it?
Yeah.
And I do 5 episodes with me doing the girl's hair, and they're like, he's using those girls. I'm like, bro, you understand how many mornings I woke up, boogers in my eye, 5:45 in the morning doing these girls' hair for school. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I like filming stuff like that. I like posting stuff like that. I know some of my supporters like it, and so you got to give your supporters what they want too.
Speaking of your kids, obviously we know the 2 girls. You got a son now.
That's my twin.
How does it feel having your son, going from having 2 girls to now having a boy? What's that transition? Is there any differences?
There's a lot of differences. I mean, it's tough too because, you know, your daughters are looking at you like, yo, why are you spending more time with this dude than you're not spending time with us no more? Yeah. But, you know, as they get older, they'll understand and they'll know, like, he's a baby. He has to be attended to more. And, like, this was the moment that we raised our girls for this entire time. Like, our girls are super independent girls. Like, a lot of 7-8-year-olds aren't pouring their own bowl of cereal, aren't brushing their own teeth, aren't tying their own shoes, aren't giving themselves a shower. Like, we can look at our daughters and be like, yo, go shower, go take a bath, go get ready for bed, and we'll go and tuck you in. And they'll do it. And so I think, like, with my son, like, I'm going to do the same thing. Like, he's going to be an independent dude. I'm an independent person. I've always been an independent person. And that's my twin, bro. But it is tough. Like, it is tough because I don't want my daughters to feel like I love him more. You know what I'm saying? And some, you know, the people that are looking for anything negative will be like, oh, he gives him more attention than his, in quotation, stepdaughters. But it's not like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, my daughters know I love them just as much as him. And they're going to know that when they're older too. You know, like, they're at that stage where they think like they're fucking, and I know it gets even worse, but they're at that stage. It's beginning to that stage where they think they're grown and they feel like they can talk back and banter a little bit more, and you know. But I've always said, like, I'm excited for, and some people are like, oh, it goes by too quick. Dude, I'm excited for when my kids are 16, 17, and I have that best friend relationship with them. I want them to be like, yo, dad, like, come pick me up from school. Like, let's go to lunch. You know what I'm saying? So
What sports do you want to get him into?
You already know, bro. That's Project Messi right there.
Yeah.
He's a lefty too. So that just by the grace of God, he's a lefty. But he kicks anything that's walking around the house, bro. He was just kicking his baby bottle today on the floor. He's just kicking it around the house.
You know, it's one of my favorite things that he does is he watches STG all the time.
No, it's like your kid is watching Miss Rachel while Apollo is watching STG. Like, I'm not joking. He does not care about Miss Rachel no more. He doesn't care about Gracie's Corner, Coco, Moana, no nothing. It's STG. STG. And Juju, bro. He's in love with Juju.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's the easiest name to say.
Yeah.
So he'll see Juju and be like, Juju. But, yeah, he's a little man, bro.
Yeah, well, we're gonna hope he's the one that gets us out the hood.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, hey, bro, you better put us in a mansion, dog. I'm ready.
Speaking of that, I have a ultimatum question for you. I think these are fun. Would you turn in everything you have now to be a professional soccer player for like Messi's your teammate, or you're in Barcelona or Real Madrid?
Turn in everything I have as in what? Like my
your
kids, my
life,
wife,
yeah.
I wouldn't have none of that shit.
No, you can have your kids and your wife, of course.
And turn in
Would you turn in
like
social
stop
media?
doing social media?
You'd have to move abroad, leave your family, your extended family. Of course, you could take your immediate, but would you turn in social media for soccer? Talk me through it. What's the pros and cons for both?
I mean, the pro is like you grow up as a kid, like that's what I thought I was going to do. I thought I was going to play pro for the rest of my life. Like I got injured. But the con is like, obviously you'd be leaving your family, but you're making enough money now to where your family, you could fly your family, you could probably move your family out there. And then say I make that decision, I get in 1 year and I fucking tear my ACL. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I love soccer. Like that was my first love. And you're saying to play with Messi, like be his teammate. I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably would. Would you
over.
do that to play with Nick Bosa?
Oh yeah, of course. In a heartbeat.
So, and it's not like
it's just our dream.
That was my first dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like content was never my dream. Like nobody grew up and was like, I want to be a TikToker.
Yeah.
I want to do YouTube. I want to do content, because it wasn't around at that time. Like sports still to this day. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. I would love to, bro.
Where do you get your competitiveness from? Because me and you, I'd like to say probably 9-0. We can throw 9-0 in there as well. Us three, we are the most competitive people in every little thing we do. Where did you get that from?
I mean, I can speak for myself. I probably just from having two siblings, like, and having an older brother, like always wanting to be like the best at everything. And, you know, coming from the middle child, like you got to be better than the youngest child. And then you're also trying to be better than the older.
Yeah.
I think just being in a household of 5 with, 3 kids, it's like, I don't know. I've always loved like sports though. I've always been like, some people, they played sports growing up, but like they weren't that competitive, and they'll, go and play every now and again when they can. Like, bro, you see me, like I'm still playing at a competitive level in soccer, and I don't think I'll give that up until I'm great. Like, I swear, like, I don't think I'll stop playing competitive soccer until someone pulls me off and a doctor says, you can't play no more. Like, I love this shit so much. And it even goes down to pickleball, ping pong, like stuff like that. Like, I'm naturally an athletic person to where I know, like, I'll be decent at everything you've seen me play softball, decent, ping pong, pickleball, soccer, basketball, I'm whatever.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I know the fundamentals of everything, and that's what makes me like more confident to be competitive.
Yeah.
If I knew I sucked at something, I'm not gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go and put some shoulder pads on and be like, oh yeah, I'm the best here.
The ping pong tournament that we had in Florida still pisses me off to this day.
Oh yeah.
We were in Florida, and
How many games do you think we played? Like how many games do you think I played total?
I think you had to play somewhere around the 150 games. We were there for what, maybe
There for like 7 days.
yeah, 7
8
days.
days.
But you how long were you there? Because I was there the full time.
I was there for like 5-6 days.
So basically, we did a Florida trip. The whole squad went out there. Most of STG went out there, except for a couple guys. And he got there, and we started playing ping. There was a ping pong.
They
table.
were playing ping pong before, and they were like, "Oh, who were they saying was the best?"
It was me because I played ping pong in college. Me and you both went to the same college.
Yeah.
And in our dorm room, there was a ping pong table, so I had a little.
That was the only thing to do there.
Yeah, literally the only thing. We went to Arizona Christian University. And the ping pong table, I was doing good. I was a lot better back then. So when we went to Florida, I started running the table. You know, I beat Larry. I beat Zay. Who else? Jesse. Shout out Jesse. Who else was there? That was it, right?
Yeah, Wes was there.
Oh, Wes and Dev.
Dev was
but
there.
They didn't really play too much.
Yeah.
It was more so me, Zay, Larry, and
Yeah.
Jesse. So then Reece comes along, and it's good, but it feels like you're cheating. You know, like he does the little spin and he hits the ball underneath the table. Like if
What's crazy is they weren't reading the move that I like, and still to this day they still cannot defend how I play, and it's just they're playing like they're like, and I just go, I'm just like slow mo. But I think it's also like muscle memory. I feel like, I don't know. I got to get a ping pong table though. Once it cools down, it's starting to cool down. I'm gonna put a ping pong table in the back, and we'll run it all night.
So we've talked about this off camera. I have to address it on camera now.
Oh,
I say you're a bandwagon. You're a Chiefs fan. And Cash is off camera and he's shaking his head yes as well. You became a Chiefs fan. I'm a 49ers fan. Bang, bang, Niner gang. I'm a diehard 49ers fan. Been a 49ers fan my whole life. My dad's from Cali. That's where I get it from. Where's your dad from?
Honestly, I don't even know where my dad's from. I think he was born in Germany.
Okay. So not Kansas City, though.
Yeah, no.
So where did this Chiefs fandom come from? And specifically, what year did it happen?
How many times have you been to San Francisco?
Oh, plenty. Like, I think like
I'm talking like
6 times.
Okay.
Probably.
I've been to Kansas like 3 times, okay? I've been to Kansas like 3 times. I have a good amount of friends out there. Okay, look. Where it comes from, I was never a big football fan. Like, I've never been like a Cardinals fan. I always, like, when people would ask me who my team was, I would say the Cowboys because that's my dad's team. And that's what any kid does. Like, any kid, like my daughters, they're like, oh, Messi, whatever, da-da-da. So when I started betting on FanDuel, it just so happened to be the year after the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl, or their most recent Super Bowl, or their first, like, before they went to the Super Bowl 3 times, whatever. And so when I was like, oh shit, I'm betting, and the only person that's making me money is Travis Kelce. The only team that's making me money is the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the only team that I was putting on to watch every single night, or when they were playing. And so what do? I get me a Chiefs jersey. And people are like, yo, what makes it worse is if I was like, you know what? I'm a Broncos fan. Nobody's gonna be like, you're bandwagoning. You shouldn't. What are you a Broncos fan for? Like, you don't even know anybody on that team. But it just so happens to be because the Chiefs won a Super Bowl the year before. What's crazy is when I became a Chiefs fan, I legit didn't know that they won the Super Bowl before.
Oh, that's gotta be
no.
cap. Someone doesn't know the Super Bowl.
No, listen. I did not know that they won that Super before their three Super Bowl stretch.
Yes.
I did not know that they won that first Super Bowl. Hey, strike me if I'm capping, okay? I'm serious. And so when people are like, what the fuck? When did you become a Chiefs fan? You're only bandwagon. Listen, if the Cowboys went and won the Super Bowl this year, hey, no, listen. Me being a Chiefs fan goes out the door of him complaining anymore because they got what they wanted. Same with the Niners. You're mad because we beat you
twice.
Come on, bro. Like it. And I feel like I've been a Chiefs fan long enough to where like I've been a Chiefs fan long enough now to where I know who's on the squad. Come on, bro. Like, and still like, I really watch football because I bet. Yeah. I gamble. Like that's what I do. I am a big soccer fan, but like I watch football because I bet. But like you can sit here and have a conversation with me about players in the league right now, and I'll have a conversation back with you. I know.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's clear that you're a Chiefs fan now. I just think it's the timing. You know, you say the Super Bowl whole thing, and you said strike me down, so I guess you didn't. But it's just hard for me to believe because a lot of non-football
You were forced
watchers,
into being a Niners fan, though. You were forced.
Okay.
You didn't grow up saying, Dad, give me a Niners jersey. I want to be a Niners fan. He bought you a Niners jersey, and he bought you all this merch, and you grew up thinking, damn, there's no other team that I can like no more. Same with the Cowboys. So, who got out? I got out. I knew to stop liking the Cowboys when they give us false hope. Niners gave you false hope too. When are you guys gonna win a fucking Super Bowl?
You know, it's very depressing, bro. Being a 49ers fan, my dad, he got the glory years. He got to watch the 5-0 Super Bowls. I've watched 3 Super Bowls and I've seen all of them lost. Yeah. So, I remember the first time we watched the Super Bowl, it was the Niners against the Ravens. Mm-hmm. And it was the final year of Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. And we had Michael Crabtree. Colin Kaepernick was like his breakout year. Yeah. Or I think it was the year after that. And I remember that first Super Bowl loss, bro. I cried. I went to my room. I had a little 49ers penny. I threw it on the ground, cracked it. I was so pissed. And being a 49ers fan is one of the hardest things.
It's not harder than being a Cowboys fan, though.
Yeah, I will say Cowboys, poor Cash. Cash is off camera right now, and he's. I feel bad. You've been going through it for a long time. And the 49ers actually bring it to you guys a lot.
Whoa.
But anyways, yeah, I just think the timing is a little
it definitely is. Like finicky. I won't say like, but I legit didn't become a Chiefs fan because they won a Super Bowl. I promise you I did. I legit became a Chiefs fan. I got a Chiefs jersey because I got a Travis Kelce jersey because that's the only player that I enjoyed watching. Because after that first Super Bowl win, that next year, he went fucking insane. And that's when I was like, nah, I got to get me one.
I will say, I think me and your relationship is very unique. We love on each other hard, but we also go hard.
Whoa. I'm not going to lie. That's got to be weird. That's got to sound weird to people.
Okay, what I meant to say is
it's a love-hate.
It's a love-hate relationship.
But it's a more love.
Yeah, more love, but also a lot of hate.
It's not like a hate. We just know that we just know each other enough to where we can talk shit.
Yeah.
And not take it personal.
Yeah.
We can't do that with a lot of people.
And I will say, one of those moments that I loved very much for me is watching you in your own home watch the Chiefs crumble in the Super Bowl to the
I thought he was
going
to say something like, honestly, cool.
No, I had a great moment. I actually made a TikTok about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it was actually...
Yeah, it actually did really good numbers.
Really, really well. It was one of my best TikToks, actually. So just watching you crumble is one of my favorite things.
If I would have filmed you the year before that, yeah.
You did this yourself. You invited everybody over because you were confident.
I will always host. I will always host. When my Chiefs are in the playoffs, I will always host every single game, and you are more than likely to come, or more than welcome to come. But what's crazy is everybody that was there was going for the Eagles. Everybody. And so it made it even worse. And what makes it even worse is my sister's boyfriend, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anthony, he is like, and what's crazy? You know what I texted them today in the family group chat? Actually, did the Cardinals lose? By 3. Okay, good. Oh, they came. Oh, they scored on that drive. Who scored? Again? So I texted him. I said, "Damn," because they were at the game. I said, "Damn, must be sucked to lose while looking like tortillas."
Their new jerseys.
That was Cash. Cash was like, "Bro, they look like tortillas."
I did see him posting that.
I can't say how he responded to me, but Anthony is he would, and I mean anything. He would do anything for the Cardinals.
Whoa.
And I mean anything.
Okay, we need to address something on camera. Because, we're in the group.
This is always scary when he says we need to address something on camera.
You think so?
No, go ahead.
What's scarier, saying that or getting a text, hey, we need to talk?
No. Getting a text from your girl just saying you're weird as fuck. Or something. I'm like,
you're weird, period. Ooh.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I'm fucked.
No, yeah.
I haven't got one of those texts in a very, very long time. Like, I'm talking like years.
Yeah.
But I know that feeling. And that, no.
I hate when people text that, like, I need to tell you something. And then they don't text you. Like, why can't you just text me right there in the moment? Because now it ruins my day. If I'm working out, I can't work out no more. If I'm eating, I'm not hungry no more. It kind of just, like, kills my mood for the day.
Yeah.
Anyways, we need to address something.
What do we need to address?
So we're in a group called STG. You know, we got all the boys with us. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you know that. Anywho. There's this thing. There's this meme. No Diddy. And basically what it means is you say something that's a pause moment or a whoa moment, like, you know, and we have a ranking system.
On who's the most sus.
Who's the most sus. So if you don't know who STG is, this may not be entertaining to you, but if you had to do a ranking of who is the most sus in STG 1 through 9, what would your ranking be?
I'm going to straight up say it. All right? Petro's number 1. Petro's number 1. The reason why I say this is because Petro will twerk for anything. In public, in private.
Yeah.
I've heard some things off camera. He's number 1. No questions. Number 2, Roderick. Okay? Roderick, he says stuff like that people don't even think of. But like, and he says that shit on purpose, which makes it even worse. Okay? Number 3, it's got to be y'all host. Joel.
I was surprised I wasn't 1 or 2. So I'll
you're number
3.
3. The reason why is because like after these last few weeks, Petro skipped from like 6 all the way to 1. Petro is just, I don't know. Number 4, Juju.
Juju?
Juju's number 4.
I was not expecting that. Why Juju?
Bro. Okay. You seen Zay's TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I did see that.
Okay. And also, you see when they go on TikTok and they invite Kaze in there and Kaze starts interviewing Juju. Juju's answering them questions. Okay. Number 5.
You gotta say you.
I gotta be number 5.
You gotta say number you. 5. You say a lot of.
I'll be number
moments.
5. I'll be number 5, but I catch everybody. Number 6, Zayway, because he did the TikTok. He did the TikTok. Also, the picture that you have on your PC of him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Boom. Number 7, or this is number 7.
Yeah, number 7.
Larry. Number 7, Larry. Nainoa 8, Anthony 9.
You know,
but the reason why I say Anthony 9 is because he hasn't been in a lot of the recent videos.
Yeah.
And so we don't give him the chance to like, and Anthony is like, he plays like a big guy persona. So like he doesn't want to say anything the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's my ranking 1 to 9. I feel like me at 5, that's a solid ranking. 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
I would.
You might be able to switch me and Juju.
I would have put you at 4.
But Juju, bro, him and Petro be twerking, bro.
And then Radiana comes out.
Yeah, and then Radiana comes out. Petro's a different breed, bro. Petro's a different breed. I see why the girls love him.
Yeah.
He's a different breed.
All right, well.
Love all them boys, though.
Yeah, I love them. Speaking of that, we have to film tomorrow, so I think now we've come to a good point. I think this was a very fun podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate you for.
Hope you had a great time.
I did. Shout out to Unscripted by Jazz.
Yeah, episode 2 of Unscripted.
Episode 2.
That's crazy.
It's Unscripted by Jazz.
I'm still playing with it right now. Technically, it's Jazz Unscripted because I wanted just the Unscripted pod as the @ handle, but obviously that's taken.
This is my guys, and if he doesn't decide to go with this idea, then it is what it is. But this is what I think you should start the episodes with every episode.
What's up?
Solo shot of your guest.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. It's your boy Reece, and I'm on Unscripted by Jazz.
Oh, I like that.
And then you go to the scene cut sound,
Yeah.
and then it goes to us just
Chopping it up.
into a podcast.
Mmm.
You want me to do it better? Do you want me to say it's your boy Reece, or like do you want me to say like you should have a saying, like one thing, like it could be like, what's up guys?
I think it should feel natural to everybody because if it's one thing, then I feel like we lock in that person.
Yeah.
We don't get
So
to
you
see
like
their
that?
personality. So whatever feels natural to you.
All right, hold on.
Let's go ahead. We'll mark this down. This will be the first ever intro. And you're going to see this in the beginning of this episode. And we're going to always go back to this moment and they'll be like, how did that start?
All right, I got you. What's good, y'all? My name is Reece, and I am on Unscripted by Jazz. Boom. Scene cut.
That sounded good.
All right.
Okay, well,
But yeah,
now-
bro, I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to make it. You know, it's a little later, so I'm getting home. I'm about to get home and
Past
shower
your
and go to
bedtime?
bed.
Mhm.
But I'm definitely excited for this podcast. I feel like with your personality, with even the questions that you were asking Larry in the first episode and the question that you're asking now, like you pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to get a host that's outside of our group, and I'm excited to see what that first guest is gonna be.
Yeah.
And if you need my help getting any guests, let me know. I'm
Hell
down.
yeah.
I can get some people.
Yeah.
Got some connections, but yeah, bro, you got
think-
my support. You got my endorsement, 100%.
Hey, let's go.
I don't know about money endorsement, but you got my endorsement as in. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, the Unscripted Podcast, episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much for being on, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Got you.